Alright guys, this is just a quick little video here. I'm just going to show you how I built this new HDP setup. I got a really shorten the tank up on here, so basically all I did was bring this rail back. I got one of those Picatinny extensions. You can see that in there. Just one of those that goes on and it extends my rail back a bit. But it allows me to use a shorter cable, and that way I can bring the tank back and make it a little bit more compact. So that way the tank's not sticking out past the barrel. But anyways, yeah, this is just it's an Umarex carbine. You guys have already seen this before, and all the other carbine builds mostly all have we all had to cut out the folding stocks and all the builds I've done. And yeah, that way so you can convert the tank in the back. But I have many other ones, but in this one you can see there's a fill nipple there. Yeah, that's a fill nipple I got. It was one of Jonathan Scott's Critical Situations very first ones when they first come out. But yeah, I got one in there. I got some more short ones coming from him and some other stuff. I'll show you guys that on the day, but right now this is just for the HDP 50. But you guys have seen this build before, and if you're in the groups you've seen it also. A lot of pictures and stuff, but I have a video too on how to build this. If you can see in there, this can hold up to around 27 rounds. Steel bearings, but it's an extended magazine, and yeah, she's ready to go. I've got the Mercury Rise quick piercing degasser, so when I degas the gun, I just let all the air out. And then yeah, this carbine, I modified it so we can use the folding stock. And if you can see where our nipple is down in there, oops, get this straight. But yeah, down in there. Hold on, let me just fold this stock again. So yeah, that's where we're going to connect into, and then you can see the stock swings around, snaps into place, and I cut a little groove out of it there. That way it fits in. Oh, come on. There you go. You can kind of see it there. There's a little notch I've done out right here. But, yeah, also, too, for the Umarex carbine, it fits in there perfect, the HDP 50. And if you can see right there, I showed this off before, but I'm just going to quickly show it right now. I wasn't going to, but there's a pin, like a plastic pin system that comes with this for the old adapters that it takes for the old BB guns that they have. But you just Dremel or drill or ream that little groove out, and then your pin will slide in and out perfect and lock that HDP in solid. I mean, there's other ways you can do it. I mean, you could even use a zip tie if you wanted to, but yeah, the pin's are a lot more secure, but the gun will just slide in and it'll pretty much be secure, but it can always pull out, so it's not secure enough for me, so I went with this way. And yeah, but anyways, so basically what I went and did is add a side tank mount, so instead of the rear stock, that way I don't have to snip this folding stock off. This is the first carbine now where I'm able to keep this one on. I made an old one too back a while ago, couple of years, 2-3 years ago. It was one of my first ones, and I modified this stock to fit mil-spec buffer tubes. But yeah, I've got photos and stuff of those too as well. I may even still have that shell sitting around, but I don't know. But anyways, yeah, here's for This is for the HPA tank setup I got. Let me just push this out of the way here. But if you can see, it's all 1/8 NPT fittings. Just standard NPT. We got a 90-degree, then we got just an extension, another 90-degree, then we got a 4-inch cable, steel braided cable, and then we got another 90-degree right here, and then we're going into a universal fill bottle adapter. That's the on-off. This is basically an ASA on-off. And then yeah, here's our quick check to go over the nipple that we got inside the marker. Yeah, there's a couple other ways to do this too. You can use the nipples that screw into the HPA adapter ones. Kind of like this right here. You can also go this route. So you got the adapter. This is all gouged out. I have this done. This is for a bottle adapter that fits perfectly in there. It takes up all that space. But anyways, this is just a little rig while I'm waiting for my fittings. But yeah, as you can see, this is an HDB. So, but anyways, we'll get back to this. But yeah, as you can see, and then it's just this is a 45-degree flashlight or laser or scope mount or whatever you get from Amazon. You got a 2-pack of these for, I think it was 19 bucks. And make sure you get the 30mm ones. They'll come with a little plastic sleeve. But yeah, it's key. Don't get the 26mm ones. Get the 30 ones. Yeah, okay, and then we got the HD24 tuning, the HD24 tuning barrel with one extension, and we got this is Florian's, their sponge, the suppressor they make there, the mock suppressor. These are just for, this is just for an air marker and for looks here in Canada. I'm not sure, but I know the laws, you cannot silence any kind of firearm here in Canada, so I'm not trying to silence anything, but these ain't firearms, so these are just air guns here. As long as they don't go over 500 FPS, you were good. If so, you just need a PAL license. That's it. Very easy to get. Yeah, so here we got our fill nipple. We're just going to connect that. That just goes on here. It's easier from underneath. There we go. It just snaps in. And then now we just, also you can go any connection you want in here for air power, for your air source, any form of CO2, any form of HPA, any size tank, pretty much will go in there as long as it's the 2-inch diameter ones. And go all the way up to, I don't know, 26 CI or something apparently. MCS got the long skinny ones. But you can take any ASA adapter, an 88-gram CO2 one if you want. And basically you just, that screws in here. It will. And then you just put your 88-gram in there. And then we also have other adapters here. So pretty much, if we want to go with the threaded CO2s, we'll just use one of these adapters here. And we can put a 38-gram CO2, a 25-gram CO2, or whatever, basically. And so, yeah, now just screw that into there. You can screw it into an ASA on-off and then into there, or this is basically, I mean, if you're going to use a little small CO2 in an open setup like this, you're not going to get many shots. But So yeah, you just basically just screw it in and use it all. You're not going to save any from that. It's too small. So yeah, you just screw those in there and basically looks like that on your rail. So like this. And if you want, you can even put another 12 gram up in there just for a little extra, but it'll restrict your space. When you leave this wide open, you get a huge kick in power, a nice boost. You've got a bigger air chamber. And you can always put an empty 12 gram in here and you can close off this air chamber. And get more shots but at a lower power that way. But yes, and also there's another adapter just like this too. So it's it'll go right into like an 88 gram ASA on off as well. And then these ones right here, this one's for the HPA. So this will go in the HPA setups adapters, and this one will go in the 88 gram adapters. And that'll allow you to convert to 16, 20, 25, 32, and 38 grams CO2s. So yeah, anyways, let me just get back to this. So this is a 1100 PSI tank. In this setup here, you'll be slinging steel bearings out at approximately 58, I don't know, in between 55 to 60 joules with this setup. Yeah, and then the more extension barrel tuning run sniper extensions you put on, you'll get huge gains. I can't remember what it is with 1100 PSI. I think it's like up to 1920 joules for each barrel length you add after. And then once you get up to like, I don't know, somewhere around the 100 joule mark, it don't matter how many barrels you'll add, you'll start to lose then. You'll have to increase the power or the air chamber. Sorry, you have to increase the PSI. But you don't need that kind of power. So yeah, basically, we'll just add this on here with a quick release clamp. Oh, let me just open this up. There we go. Nice and tight. See, pick it right up on the tank. Make sure that's locked in. Oh shit. There's a little piece of plastic for the pin. That way it doesn't slide out. There. And that way that pin will never come out on you until you take that out. But yeah, there it is now. Now when you're ready to fire, like this marker here is, again, it's never under any pressure. You can take this mock suppressor off and just add the muzzle tip, or the tip that comes with the tuning barrel. Yeah, one of these guys. Or you can just put this tip back on. So you can unscrew this and then screw this on. Or yeah, I have the muzzle tip. It's kind of in another carbine, but yeah, you guys have seen it before in other pics and other videos. But now, so right now we're not gassed up or nothing. All we have to do to gas the marker is just give that a quarter turn, just a click, and then it'll gas up, and then shut it off. When you're done shooting, you don't even have to dry fire. You just go down here to the on-off. And that's it. You're unpressurized, and you can just set this back on your wall. Top off your tank, whatever. And you're good to go. And then you got lots of ammo. Like I said, for every extension you add, right here for the barrel, you can add an extra magazine tube extension. So it goes from 15 to around 21, and then 27, and so on as you go out with the barrels, as you add more. So if you have a nice sniper setup or something like that, you just want a plank, well then you can build a nice long one with lots of up to 30, 40 rounds. Like the two can keep going depending on how long your barrel is. But yeah, guys, that's it. Folding stock. Back and forth. Very compact, very lightweight, very easy to build, very cheap, very effective, very powerful. So you can set this easily up to 100 joules. Add on, what do you call it? One of those extra air chambers extensions, and you'll jack this. I got this guy up to about 120 joules, and I can put the HDR up to about 143 joules, but that's just for fun planks, guys. This marker here at 50 joules is more than you'll ever need with steel bearings, especially if you have a full magazine. I mean, 6 balls, I don't feel comfortable with 6 shots. I mean, what if you miss 2 or 3, or you hit a couple of them and then he realizes you're out, and then he's weathered the storm already, so you know what I mean? You gotta have a lot. The more ammo, the better. But this marker here it's one of my first HDPs. I've had this not quite as long as my HDR, 4 years roughly, give or take. This one here is a little bit less. They're talking like 6 months, probably less. And we're still talking the same parts, same O-ring that's ever been in there from the stock. And it just keeps firing and firing and firing. But yeah, it ain't gonna cost you no arm and a leg either. It's very easy to build. But anyways, guys, I don't know. I have lots of videos shooting these, and just different carbines, different setups. It's the exact same build, but just in a different shell, pretty much, the videos. But yeah, you can see me shooting this thing through everything. Coconuts, going clean holes through it. 1, 2 inches of plywood. Yeah, just all kinds of stuff. But yeah, anyways, it's a good build anyone can do. Very reliable, very effective. I don't know. I have a whole bunch of builds, but I might actually, no, never mind. I'll save that for another time. But anyways, you guys take care, stay safe, and have fun as always.